Starting with 0 clients, no experience, and absolutely no budget. I've been there before and I'm here to tell you that it's not impossible. In this video, I'll show you the exact steps I took to land my first few clients online using no money at all. This method not only helped me get started, but helped me scale my business to 5 figures a month. And if I had to start over everything today, this is exactly how I would do it. Most people think you need a fancy website, lots of followers, paid advertising for you to get clients, but that's just not true. This method I'm about to show you is different. It's simple, doesn't require any upfront cost, and best of all, you can leverage this strategy and apply it to all the different kinds of marketing channels. By the end of this video, you'll not only know how to get your first clients, but also avoid the most common mistakes most people make that keep them stuck and frustrated. So in order for you to get your first clients online, you need to understand the principle of getting leads. And that is creating value and providing value. The better the value, the more the number of leads. And you can provide value in 2 ways. Number 1, pull marketing. That is essentially everything organic, which means people are coming to you. And you can do that by creating video content, blog posts, writing articles. And typically for pull marketing, it will take a little bit more time to see results because the algorithm needs to do its thing. It needs to push your content out to the world, and hence it will take a little bit of time for your content to be visible. However, it's more evergreen, meaning if you put one piece of content out, it can reach a lot of people. For push marketing, it's the opposite. Instead of you waiting for people to come to you, you are the one who is going to reach out to all these people. So think of cold emails, cold calling, cold DMs, or even running paid advertising. And the thing about push marketing, it's you get to see results way faster because you get immediate feedback, but it's not so much evergreen. If you stop doing push marketing, if you stop running ads, if you stop sending cold emails, the number of people that you reach will stop too. Both methods work. Both requires you to first create value, secondly, provide value. And the better the value, the more number of leads you will get. Now for me personally, I choose push marketing. Reason being because organic content usually takes a little bit of time for you to get traction, and I want to get feedback immediately. And so I choose push marketing because it allows me to know whether my services or my offerings it's valuable almost immediately. Before I carry on, this is assuming you already have a highly monetizable skill set. If you do not have one, go and get one. There are a lot of resources out there for you to learn from. So there will be 2 methods that I'll be showing you in this video. I've used both methods when I first got started. And the first method will be using freelance platforms such as Upwork or Fiverr. So there are a lot of different freelance platforms. My recommendation is Upwork, and this is the platform. So all you have to do is just go to upwork.com. And how you actually bid for these jobs, you will need to use what they call connects. So you use connects to bid for these jobs, and Upwork gives you free connects so that you can get started for free. Now, the reason why I started on freelance platforms and I started on Upwork, it's because the people that I want to offer my services to, they are already gathered in a pool. So all of my potential customers are already consolidated in one platform. And that's the reason why I choose freelancing platforms at the start. Now, you may or may not want to be a freelancer. You may want to start your own business or your own agency, but building this space is very important. This is where you earn your testimonials, your reviews, which will help you to land bigger and better clients in the future. Regardless of whether you want to be a freelancer or start your own agency, this is the base that I believe you should be building. So now I'm going to show you how to actually win at Upwork. Firstly, you need to set up your profile. And before you even set up your profile, these are the few things that you need to do. Number 1, you have to research and model what's working. And what you want to do is essentially researching the best and the top freelancers within your niche. And you want to look for these criteria. Number 1, the top freelancers that you should be researching should not be offering the lowest price. The reason why is because you're not going to be competing in price, you will be competing in value. Always remember this. Do not compete in price, always compete in value. Secondly, you want to find freelancers that have very good reviews. So look for freelancers that have 4.5 stars minimum to 5 stars. And the reason why is because these people are providing quality work, and you only want to model after people that are providing really quality work. And finally, you want to find freelancers that have already completed a good amount of jobs and have made over $10,000 minimum in their earnings. So once you have signed up for an account, what you need to do is go over to the search section and you want to filter this out. Instead of looking for jobs, you want to filter out for talent. Okay, and you want to key in the services that you're offering. So for example, in my case, I'm offering SEO. So what I do, I type in SEO and I simply hit search. Now, based on the earlier criteria, I just want to select 3 to 5 freelancers that I want to model after. So for example, in this case, this is $10 per hour, $8 per hour. And like I mentioned earlier, I really don't want to look at freelancers that are offering lower than the market rate. Let's say this is a good example, $30 per hour. This guy has $300,000 earned, and this seems to be a good profile that I want to model after. So I'm going to right click and open it up and then just go through the list and see this is another example, $30 per hour. I'm going to open this up, and then this is also another good example, $800,000 earned, 100% success rate. So I'm going to open all of this up. Okay, and these are the 3 profiles that I want to model after. So after finding out the freelancers that you want to model after, these are the few things that you should take note on. Number 1 is their job title. See what is the common keyword they have within their job title, so that when people are searching for your services, your profile is more relevant and you'll have more visibility. Secondly, look at their first introduction. What are they saying in their intro that is capturing the customer's attention? Next, their profile details. What are they including within their profile so that you know what's important to the client and you can have it within your profile details as well. And last but not least, their call to action. What kind of call to action do they have within their job description? So I will show you 2 examples. So this is the profile earlier on that we mentioned, and you can see this is the job title, which is the first thing that you want to take notice of. So what you want to do is you want to notice what are they including within their job title. So I'm seeing SEO here, I'm seeing Google rankings, content writing and backlink specialist, right? And then what you can do is go to another profile and you want to see what is the common pattern that these freelancers have. So you can see SEO is one of the most important keyword to have within my job title. And you can see here specialist and expert. So these are some terms that I can have within my job title as well. And if I were to look at this example here, SEO expert, SEO specialist, it seems like this is the common thing that they are including within their job title. So when I'm coming up with my job title, I need to have expert, I need to have specialist within there to be able to model after these successful profiles. And next will be the introduction. So over here, the introduction, you can see SEO expert with 9 years of experience, stop paying for no results. And over here, stop paying for no results. And over here, you can see this is the first hook, top rated freelancer, university graduate, SEO digital marketing specialist. This is the introduction that you want to pay attention to, because this is essentially what captures the attention of potential customers when they land on your profile. Next, you want to look at the job description. What are they including within their job description? So for example, here, what you will get, you will see all of these are deliverables, competitor analysis, optimize URL, optimize alt text. And over here, you can see there's a section where they showcase their proven results and also their skill sets and some of their detailed offerings here. And over here, this is showing what they will get and some reviews. So it seems like reviews, past testimonials, if you have any kind of reviews can go here. You can also include tools, some skill sets that you have. And this next example is some certification. So you probably can include some certifications if you have any. And then last but not least, the call to action. So for example, here, this case, this profile doesn't have any call to action. And then over here, you can see if you think we're a good fit, invite me to submit a proposal or reach out to me. Right? So this is a call to action that you can potentially have within your job description. And over here, this profile also doesn't have a call to action. So you can have a call to action at the end just to make sure that you're guiding potential clients to take the next step. Now, after going through all this research, the next step you want to do is you want to finally set up your profile. You want to use what you have found and include it within your profile. When I first started, there was no resources like ChatGPT. And now you can actually use ChatGPT to help you come up with a solid freelancer profile. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So as you can see here, this is an example that I've created, and you can actually use the free version for this as well. So all you have to do is just let ChatGPT know what kind of services you provide. So for example, in this case, I provide SEO services and I need you to help me come up with a Upwork profile. I will give you 3 examples of successful Upwork profiles, and I need you to identify why their profile is popular. Then I will need you to come up with my job title, my job description, which starts with a hook followed by the body of the job description and then ending with a call to action. Here are the 3 examples. And all you do is you just paste in example 1, what is their job title, their job description, and followed by example 2 and example 3. So essentially what you do is you copy the job title and the description of all these 3 profiles. And here's an example of the output. So you can see the analysis of the example profiles, why it's popular. You can go through and read all these details so that when ChatGPT provides you with the output, you can actually go in and edit it and optimize it as much as you can. And so this is the output that ChatGPT has given me. So you can see here, SEO specialist, tailored SEO strategies, lead generation expert. And then here's the job description. Tired of SEO strategies that promise the world but deliver nothing? Let's change that. This is actually a pretty good hook if you ask me. And then here's the body. So you have worked hard to build your business. Now it's time to ensure your online presence works just as hard for you. And then here's what you can expect, right? Customized SEO strategies, clear communications, proven records, and then call to action, ready to see real results. Invite me to submit a proposal and let's discuss how we can optimize your SEO strategy to fuel your business growth. Decent output. My recommendation is to always take the output of ChatGPT and edit it slightly so that it's not 100% AI generated, because nowadays clients, when they look at your profile, they will be able to tell whether a profile is 100% edited. So you want to add in a little bit of personality within here. Maybe you can add in a about me section and just want to include something personal about you. And once you're done with this, all you have to do is just copy and paste all of this into your Upwork profile. Now I've already created a prompt for you. So all you have to do is just go to the link down below and you can click on the link and this will give you the prompt that I've already included. So as you can see here, you just need to change the services that you're offering. And you can see there's an additional section here which allows you to add in additional details about what you offer. So you want to be as detailed as much as possible so that ChatGPT can give you a very detailed and accurate output. And then finally, you just want to include the examples over here. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to set up your hourly rate. So here's my recommendations when you're setting up your hourly rate in Upwork. Do not be the cheapest. Like I mentioned earlier, you always want to compete on value, not on price. And here's some ways that you can compete on value. Number 1, you can deliver more results. Number 2, you can deliver more items, more deliverables. And number 3, you can do it in lesser amount of time. Now, you do not want to be the cheapest, but at this point in time, you also cannot charge the highest unless you have a reason to do so. So if you have previous case studies that you can use, if you have results, testimonials from the past that have shown that you've done a great work, you can then maybe charge a higher rate. So my recommendation is to start off at the market rate. So go over to Upwork, take a look at what's the most common rates that people are offering, and you also want to offer that same market rate. So let's say, for example, the market rate is $20 per hour. You want to indicate it as $20 per hour. And when you're submitting job proposals, you can actually submit a bid for a lower amount. Or you can just set your market rate slightly lower. But what you want to do is you want to experiment with this. So my recommendation, start off with a market rate, and then you can slowly adjust, either going higher or lower, depending on whether you win job proposals or not. Now, this next step is probably one of the most important steps, which is how to win proposals. And you can use this framework not just winning proposals within Upwork, but this can be used for your future push campaigns, such as cold emails, cold DMs. And here's the first thing that you're going to want to do, which is qualification. You need to qualify potential customers that you want to work with. And within Upwork, there are 3 things that you should be looking out for. Number 1, make sure that their payment is verified. Number 2, they have actually hired on the platform before. And number 3, you want to avoid low prices. So over on Upwork, what you want to do is you want to key in the main keyword, and under jobs, you want to hit search, and this will show you all the job proposals that have something to do with the main service that you're offering. And you can scroll down this list. This will show you all of the potential jobs that you can bid for. Earlier on, like I mentioned, you want to look at customers which are payment verified. You want to look at customers who have spent money on the platform before. So for example, this customer has spent $2,000 on the platform before and has a good review of 4.88. And this customer has spent $30,000 before and have a good review of 4.83. The last thing to do is just to make sure that the jobs that you're bidding for, they are not cheap. So some jobs to avoid will be something like this, where this person has not spent any money on the platform before. And another one will be this example where, the client didn't spend any money on the platform before, and the hourly rate is $5 to $8, which is lower than the market rate. So you want to avoid job posts like this. Now, once you have selected which job posts you want to apply and bid for, the next thing that you have to do is to send a personalized proposal. When you're submitting a proposal, make sure always to personalize. And the reason why is because personalized proposals will differentiate yourself from others. Your client will know that you have actually put in the effort into the proposal, and here's how to do it. Number one, you have to address them by name. And there's a few places where you can find out their name if they don't already have it in their job post. So first, you can look at their previous job postings. Secondly, you can look at the reviews left by previous freelancers that have worked with them. And third, you can actually go onto their websites or their social profiles and see whether there's a name associated with the brand. So if I were to apply for this job post, for example, and there is no name that is stated here, what I can do is I can go down to the client's recent history and look at all these reviews, and you can see here, Jeffrey is a good person. So if I were to submit a proposal, I will start off with, "Hi, Jeffrey," right? Because this is the potential person that I will be speaking to. And what you can also do is look at other open jobs by these clients. So for example, I can open this tab up, and just want to take a look to see whether if they have their names indicated here. So in this case, there is no name that is listed here, but in some cases, you can actually find the names here listed in their job post. So you can see this is another example, and it seems like they are a small SEO agency that's based in Australia, right? So I have to take note of all these details, because what I can do is I can make the job proposals more meaningful and more personal with all these details that I found. Sometimes you can even get the social profiles and also the link to their website. And if you have this information, all these are good for you to include within your job proposals to make things more personalized. So when you have all this information, when you have their name, when you have a little bit more details about their brand, when you're coming out with an introduction, make sure that first of all, you're addressing them by their name. Second of all, you want to have something more personal. So for example, I can start off with something that is relevant. I can say things like, "Hope the weather in Australia is not that hot at this moment." Or you can even include things like, "Hey mate." That is, I believe, their common greetings in Australia. I'm not sure, but try to think outside of the box, right? Because you have all this information that you can personalize your introduction with. You don't want to just send a generic job proposal, because that's not how you win proposals. So next, you want to be able to pitch them effectively. And how you do that is by firstly identifying what's their main problem. So for example, in this case, they are looking for a white hat SEO link building expert, and they are looking for somebody who is affordable, reliable, honest, and on a long-term basis. So what I definitely want to include into my proposal to them will be, I am a white hat SEO link building expert, and I'm also looking for a long-term collaboration. I'm also looking for a long-term partnership. And in this example, they are looking for a on-page SEO manager to specifically optimize pages for their client's website and his own wedding photography website. And so what I want to include into my job proposal will be to state that I have specialty in on-page SEO, and I can help them optimize their client's website as well as their own photography website. The next thing that you want to do is you want to provide some kind of value upfront first. And how you do that is very simple. You want to give either like a quick fix or a quick recommendation that they can use immediately. I like to do it in a form of a Loom video. Loom is free to use, by the way. I highly recommend you get started on Loom, where I record a video of a quick recommendation to show them what could be the issue and also what is the potential recommendations that I will provide them. This shows them that I've actually taken the effort to look at their job proposal and actually taken the effort to record a personal video just for them. In the business world, there are a lot of competitors that are pitching against you. And in order for you to win, you have to be able to provide more value than your competitors. That's why I like to send over Loom videos, because if other people are just submitting proposals without a video, and if I have a video, then that's where I provide a little bit more value. The last thing that you want to do is you always want to include a call to action. So for example, I always let them know that in order for me to provide the best recommendations, I need more details from you. And what I would like them to do is to either hop on a call with me or send over more details or more information about their job. The main thing I want them to do is for them to take the next step. I've recorded an entire breakdown of how I won my Upwork proposals in a separate Loom video, and there's even more tips that you can use. If you want this video, just go to the link down in the description below and tell me where to send the video to. Now that was the first method of how you can actually get your first clients with no budget. The second method is simple. It's offering value to your inner circle. So this could be your friends and families. This is the same as what you're doing on Upwork, but instead of pitching to strangers, you're pitching to people that you know. So you can post on your social media to see who needs help, and this is pretty straightforward. It doesn't have to take too much of your time. When I first started, I posted on my Facebook to see who needs help with web design, who needs help with SEO, and I've gotten a few projects with that method. So these are the two methods that I've used to help me get my first clients when I got started. Now, before I end the video, I want to leave you with 3 very important tips. Number 1, never compete on price. Always compete on value. You can do that by giving more results, more deliverables, or more items in a lesser amount of time. Number 2, always provide value upfront. And this needs to be actual value. And in order for you to provide actual value, it means you actually have to spend time to either research and come up with something that is valuable to potential clients. And last but not least, always think long term. Always collect testimonials, always collect reviews, and think of a $200 project as one that can get you a $2,000 project in the future. Always think about long term. The $50 project that you're working on right now that you have gotten a review for can help you secure a $5,000 project because of that review or because of that testimonial. So always think of your projects as long-term projects. That's all for this video. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so that whenever a new video comes up, you'll be notified. Until then, take care, stay safe. Cheers.